You want to know how good is Marius the Gallant and if it's worth it for you to try and rush and complete the Marius missions, guys? Well, we're gonna find out in today's video. I want to give a massive shout out to Maddock. I am currently on his account. He's probably one of the very first few people in the entire Raid Shadow Legends community that managed to complete the mission so far. I'm still stuck on one of the missions to where I need to farm the Iron Twins Fortress. It might take me a while to get there, but what exactly can we expect from this champion? A Void Legendary, right? He should be pretty good. So we have 5 reviews so far. Not a lot of people actually got a champion, and I can already tell you these reviews are bad. So whoever got them, most probably they don't know what they're talking about, because this champion is actually pretty solid and he can fill in a lot of roles. So with the A1, he's going to have an AoE with a chance to put in Feeble. With the A2, attacks all enemies 3 times, and this will be damage based on defense and enemy max HP. Plus, with each hit, he can decrease the duration of all enemy buffs by 1 turn. Now, what would make this champion super strong for Arena would be this skill right here: decrease the duration by 2 turns with every hit. That will have a massive chance to drop stone skin from the enemy without getting polymorphed. Unfortunately, that's not the case for PvP, but that's fine, because for PvE, he's an absolute GOAT. With the A3, places increased accuracy, increased defense on all allies, places a stun on the enemy with the highest turn meter, and finally, he grants an extra turn. With the passive, the champion is immune to turn meter reduction effects and decreased speed whenever an enemy changes form, which of course will be mythical champions, or attempts to decrease the champion's turn meter, counterattacks using this champion's default skill. Very nice touch. Plus, of course, you have a defense aura in all battles by 35%. Now, I do gotta say it, he literally has the best possible build in the game on this champion. Myself, I don't think I'll be able to build him as good with the gear that I have available, but seems like Maddock managed to put him on 9-piece Slayer set, guys, and very good stats at the same time. Total stats on him, we have 54k HP, 4.9k defense. Of course, more defense would be nice on him, but you know what? He is on a 9-piece Slayer, which will definitely bring in a lot of damage. 252 speed, full crit rate, 312 crit damage, 296 accuracy. Like, we cannot complain about this build at all. It's actually a very solid one. Once he's gonna get a defense ring in the future, is definitely gonna be very helpful for him, and maybe even a defense banner instead of the accuracy one, since Enfeeble cannot land on bosses anymore. If you would be to get a blessing on this champion, guys, I feel like there are not too many that will really improve the champion a lot in terms of damage. Now, if we are talking about Hydra clan boss, if we are talking about Sand Devil's Necropolis, bosses that are a bit harder to hit and reach the enemy max HP cap, a Crushing Rend will actually work pretty nice on him. But I feel like once you decapitate the heads, Crushing Rend won't be as powerful. Now, on the other hand, Cruelty will be massive, because he has 2 AoE attacks, right? So with this, you're going to be able to drop the defense on the targets. Probably, this might be the #1 pick as a blessing for Marius the Gallant. In terms of masteries, we have offense and support tree. We have War Master as tier 6. You could go with Helm Smasher as well, to be honest, just to increase a bit of damage on the A1 and to ensure that you're getting closer to hit the enemy max HP cap on the Hydra heads, or on some of the bosses. I do think that overall it will be a bit better, but there's no really right or wrong. War Master can give you quite a bit of extra damage. Then you want to get Life Drinker. Getting Cycle of Violence will be very nice, and then you go support if you want to get some extra accuracy on your character. But that being said, time to take him in for a spin. Starting with the dungeons, let's see what Marius the Gallant can do, and if he's actually worth all the effort. Let's start with the spiders then, guys. Stage 10, hard mode. We're gonna run this team right here. We have Marius, we have one Acrisia, we have Newt, and we have Lydia. Now, these trio right here, in terms of enemy max HP champions, the best in the game. Now, I'm very curious to see, once we're gonna get to the Hydra, how he is going to compare with Acrisia in there. Very curious, because Acrisia has a double hitter AoE. She has all of the skills doing enemy max HP damage. Newt, he does deal the highest damage with his enemy max HP skill. No questions asked on that one, guys. Let's give it a go and see what we can do in here. We only need 4 mans in here, 4-man team, so you can bring in a fodder and constantly replace it. So you have Newt. He's always hitting the cap for 1.47 million damage. Marius does the exact same thing. So you don't necessarily need anything else in the team. Best turn count 3. We've done 4 turns right now, and that's because the Slayer set did not proc on Marius. But let's give it another go so you guys can see it. It's actually crazy when you're taking it down just with these 2 champions, you know. Again, I think actually the Slayer procced. Maybe the War Master was not enough. I've done a few runs before where he went on 3 turns. Acrisia did not have a chance to move because Marius with Newt completely destroyed the boss. Triple hitters, enemy max HP is crazy, crazy good. Look at that. Absolutely beautiful, guys. Marius, 8.7 million damage. Newt, 4.9. Acrisia, 0. You're fired. That's it. We don't need you anymore. That is absolutely amazing. And my main goal on my account, guys, I only have 1 Newt. 1 nut, okay? Even though I tried to get 2 nuts, I only ended up with 1. So Marius will fill in the role of a second Newt for my account in the Sand Devils Necropolis. In the Shogun, I'm completely going to revamp my team once I'm going to get Marius as well. In a Hydra, he's going to be very, very solid. In the Spider's Den team, he's definitely going to be in the team. No questions asked. So overall, a very impressive performance from Marius in the Spider's Den. Let's actually head over to the Sand Devils Necropolis. So right here, this is a very similar team with what I have as well, but instead of Marius, I'm using Acrisia. Now, I do have one problem. Acrisia has 2 hits. She never hits the enemy max HP cap, even though I have a 5-star Crushing Rend Blessing on her. So you have Newt, which gets close to hit the 490k pretty much all the time. Then we have Marius going in with his AoE, 234, 224, 215. Now, Acrisia pretty much does the same, 230, 240, but a double hit. Marius enables you with that 3rd hit to ensure that you're taking this boss down without needing anyone else to take extra turns, without needing anyone else to go in and do more damage. So that is actually very, very good. Marius 1.7, Newt 3 million damage in here. Let's do another run. Newt has much higher multipliers on his A3. You see 490k. Marius coming in with 300, 300, 291. So overall, definitely pretty solid. Then we have Newt again hitting the cap. And then you have Marius getting pretty nice damage in there. We even got a 415k, which is a bit strange because the cap is 390k. So I'm curious how we managed to get over 400k. Very interesting. Very, very interesting. Maybe it has to do with the way the multipliers are set for this champion. Let's give it another go. I've never seen my Newt hitting over 390k. Or was it 490k? My bad. Ah, yeah, 490k. Okay, forget about what I said. 490k, not 390k. That's why. So either way, I cannot wait to pull mine and use him in here instead of Acrisia. And I'm definitely going to use him on the Shogun. He's not going to hit the cap either because his multipliers are not as high as Newt. The only way how he would hit the cap is with a 6-star Crushing Rend. If I would give him that for the Sand Devil, he will definitely hit the cap as well. So, pretty impressive in the Sand Devils as well, guys. It will get you one step closer to achieve a faster team in here. Now, in the Phantom Shogun Grove, the world record for this is actually infinite with 3 seconds. 3 seconds, stage 25 with Little Miss Annie. I need to do a video on that actually in the next few days, which is just crazy. It's a whale team, a Kraken team, but it's absolutely bonkers seeing the boss getting melted in 3 seconds. 183 from Little Miss Annie and the boss goes to sleep. So right here, we're going to run this team. Marius, of course, will be the best enemy max HP for this boss because he doesn't have a passive like Acrisia that will get locked by the boss. And he's not weak affinity, which will make him really, really good. And he should be hitting the cap without a problem. Now, of course, you can always run an Acrisia on Stone Skin, and that's what I'm going to do for my team, you know. So there you go. You have the boss targeting Kymar. Then you have Ninja doing his shenanigans. 221, 219, 193. Then we had Husk with 490k, if I'm not mistaken. So Husk actually got the better damage in there with the enemy max HP hit. And there you go. 17 seconds. Marius, 2.1 million damage. Ninja, 1.3. Husk, 900k. So just looking at these guys, it's pretty nuts because Marius almost doubled the damage from Ninja, right? Ninja deals a lot of damage with his A2. And how you may notice, Marius coming in with that 6-hit enemy max HP is actually insane. So let's do another run to see how it plays out. Then we're going to head straight to the Hydra clan boss. Okay. We don't have weaken. Okay, we don't have weaken. So that will reduce a bit of damage. Funny to see the Husk actually hits for so much. He tends to have slightly lower multipliers than the other enemy max HP champions in the game. Like Royal Guard would be a bit more nasty. So when you're not completely melting the boss, it will take you slightly longer to get a run done. But still, 30 seconds run, 18, 16 seconds is a very, very impressive run. So right now, Marius 1.3, Ninja 1.3. I'm not sure exactly what happened with his enemy max HP hit in there. It feels like he didn't put in the second one. Then Hydra clan boss, guys. Let's see what we have set up for Hydra clan boss in here. So we're gonna go straight to Nightmare. This is the team that we have. We have 3 enemy max HP hitters. We have Grazur, Acrisia, and Marius. By the way, I summoned Grazur randomly as well the other day. I summoned like 5 voids for the champion chess tournament last weekend, and I got a Grazur randomly. I need to build him and test him out a bit. But this team should be able to put in some serious work. I'm curious how fast is his Mishinaki. I don't think he's fast enough. I think the other champions are a bit faster. So let me just quickly see if by any chance we can adjust something on him to make him slightly faster. So maybe we have a 5-star speed glyph that we can use in here. We got 3. Let's see if we can use a couple more. Maddox, don't get mad. I'm using your glyphs, bro. I'm using your glyphs. Okay, 4 there, 3 there. On the banner is max, so we can just attempt one more here. Hopefully, it's gonna put it a bit higher. There we go. This should make him faster than Marius, just to make sure we apply the defense down. Of course, without defense down, none of the enemy max HP will hit the cap, especially that the heads are not decapitated, you know. So put block buffs, put decrease attack. Beautiful. Put that defense down. And right now we have Marius. I can buff, gain the extra turn, right? So that's beautiful. And right now we're going to go in with enemy max HP. And we have 219, 270, 250, 284. Close to hit the cap on most of them. Then Acrisia. Acrisia hits 300k. So she hits a bit more on most of the heads. She does have slightly better multipliers, but they're only 2 hits. So overall, Marius will bring in more damage than Acrisia if we're just counting in that skill, you know. Yeah, Grazur pretty much the same with the rest of them. So definitely not bad. Definitely not bad at all, actually. So let's crack on with the run, guys. Let's crack on with the run. Probably I'm gonna play it on auto. I'm not gonna manual this. I'm not trying to get to 5 billion damage or anything like that, but I will try to kind of like maximize the damage. So let's see with the A1. Okay, so the A1 doesn't really hit that hard. We had like 60k plus. I'm curious on decapitated heads what we're getting, so I'm gonna try to quickly decapitate the heads and then use the A1 a bit, you know. Okay, 235, 214 from Acrisia. That's the thing with Acrisia. Having all of the skills as enemy max HP hits is actually really, really helpful for her, you know. So let's spread that. Block buffs back on the head of Mischief because he's a naughty one. 122k, no defense down or anything like that on the heads, so that was not too bad. Okay, we need a bit of a hex in here. A bit of a hex would be nice. So once you have, of course, all of the heads decapitated, it will definitely make a difference. Now, what I like about Marius, the Head of Mischief will attempt to decrease the turn meter. So he cannot do that to Marius. Then Marius will basically go in with the counter attack with A1. So that's very nice, you know. So we can use the enemy max HP right now. You see, 299. We are easily hitting the cap on the decapitated heads with that. My main curiosity is the A1, you know. So everybody will hit the cap on the decapitated heads now. Like, there's no question asked. When you have them decapitated, you're going to hit the cap, you know. So Marius, what are you doing with the A1? What are you doing with the A1? Show us. I could go in with the enemy max HP again. I think I'm gonna do it after though. Let's see the A1. Okay, so it's almost like another enemy max HP. Okay, almost like another enemy max HP. You're getting like 200k plus per hit, which is definitely very nice. So overall, this team will be very good at killing the Hydra heads very quick and bringing a lot of damage. Damn, 300k plus with the A1 now that we got the increased crit damage buff. So that is more than the enemy max HP in some cases. Grazur doing pretty much the same like him, which is nice to see. Can we get to use the enemy max HP with him before the heads are spawning? Come on. Give me that increased speed. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So let's go. Look at that. You hit a cap on all of them. And triple hitter as well. This alone brings you almost like 1 million for the head of Rat. Then like 700 plus K for the Head of Mischief. 800k plus for the other heads. Depending on how much HP and defense they have. You know, it's different for each one of the heads. But you're almost getting in like 3.5 million damage with one of his skills, guys. Which is crazy, right? That is a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage. I feel like for whoever is going to be able to get him, it will definitely be a game changer. Now, the problem that most people will have with Marius will be doing the arena missions and then slowly doing the Cursiri. In the Cursiri, you don't even have to do too many crazy things, honestly. I feel like the main thing for people will be live arena, and I think the requirement is gold 1. It's not that hard to get into gold 1, of course, if you're a brand new account, if you're a free-to-play player playing for 1 or 2 years and you're lacking a lot of champions and you've never really focused on PvP, it will be much harder. But if you're not in that scenario, you're gonna be able to do it. Like, heck, I fought Final Kenpachi the other day. He's completely free to play and he was in gold 4 in live arena, you know. So okay, he's playing for like 5 years, but it's not impossible to reach it, you know. You need determination though, and you need to know the game well to be able to kind of like maximize all of the rewards, take part in the right events, don't open your shards at the wrong time. Basically, be able to manage everything well on your account, and that plays a very important role when we are talking about how far can you actually go into Raid Shadow Legends as free to play, you know. Okay, so that was the A1 counter attack because the Head of Mischief was naughty. Can we get a provoke though? Can we get a provoke? No, we cannot. So we're gonna get a cleanse right there. We got an enemy max HP hit from Marius coming in. Turn 20, we already reached 54 million damage, which is very nice. We can definitely not complain about that. Ooh, we lost all of the buffs from our Tuhanarak. That is a bit of a problem. Can she put block buffs before though? Can she put block buffs before? Let's see. Beautiful. Perfect timing. Perfect timing. Of course, the head of Mischief. He is the Head of Mischief for a particular reason, guys, because he's always going to create us issues. But so far, the damage is not too bad, considering that we're just going with enemy max HP nukers. So I'm gonna play this run for a little while, guys. If something goes wrong, I'm just gonna stop it and kind of like try to keep it even for Acrisia and Marius. I don't want any of them to have an advantage, like one of them dies or something like that, and then we're going 20, 30 more turns with the others. I just kind of like want to get a grasp and a better understanding on how big is the difference in between the damage, or how close it is, you know. So I'll catch you all in a second. So are you guys ready? We are going to stop this run at turn 100, guys. On the dot, we are going to stop it there because you know what? We've seen enough. We've seen enough. And if no, this will end up with me hitting the turn limit cap. And that will probably be like 30, 40 minutes more. Let me just quickly show you what sort of damage we got from here. I'm very curious to see as well. I'm very curious. Oh, wow. Wow. I did not expect to see that, guys. That is massive. Like, look at the damage difference in between Grazur, Acrisia, and freaking Marius. Look at Marius, guys. 95, almost 96 million damage. Acrisia, almost 60 million damage. So he almost doubled Acrisia's damage. Not just there, but almost. That is very, very, very impressive. That's something that I did not expect to see. I actually even thought that maybe Marius is going to do a little bit less than Acrisia. I did not expect it to see this big this big of a difference, you know, in between the two characters. Grazur, yes, he only has one enemy max HP skill, is a single hit, so fair play. But looking at the others, wow. Wow, Marius. Very, very solid for the Hydra, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. I'm very impressed with the 96 million damage that we got from Marius. I do want to try one more thing in Arena, guys. So I'm quickly going to change a couple of different pieces of gear on him just to gain a bit of accuracy. I'm not going to do anything too crazy because I don't think he's going to be necessarily the best PvP character or anything like that. But I want to see how effective will be the A2 to decrease the duration of Stone Skin. So let's see if we can make him work. I'm not sure how fast are the opponents. We are not extremely, extremely fast ourselves. We have a bit of Stone Skin here, which is good. I'm hoping that Crixia is not going to remove it. Okay, so okay, she took the 10 before. So we need to find a different team. We are pretty high in Platinum, so it's going to be pretty hard to make that happen. Basically, we locked the Mythical. So now they will swap form, though. So that's one thing to keep in mind. Sorry, I misclicked there. Let me just try to use this. So enemy max HP is not efficient in Arena. Right now, we're going to counterattack. Enfeeble on the Nukers. That's the good part about it. So I'm going to try not to kill anyone. I'm going to go like this, actually. Just chill. Let the other Mythical swap form as well, you know, because they will basically... Okay, they're not swapping form. Forget about it. Let's kill them. They were going to trigger the counterattack as well. There's no cooldown, if I remember it correctly. But let me just quickly check. Is there a cooldown? No cooldown. So he should basically counterattack with A1 every time the enemy swaps form. But seems like the other Mythicals, they're not set to swap form, though. Oh, we got polymorphed. Okay. That was an odd one. That was an odd one. And let's do that again. You guys don't want to swap form, huh? I went for all these Mythicals in here, and seems like Marius will kill them eventually. There you go, counterattack. Let's go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Can we get a few more of those? Can we get a few more of those? I really wanted to have all the Mythical swapping form, him counterattacking with A1, dealing some damage, putting Enfeeble on all of the Nukers so they can only weak hit, which is pretty OP. The only problem is the A1 doesn't have a 100% chance to land that. If he would have a 100% chance to land the Enfeeble with the A1 in Arena, guys, he will be such a good counter versus Lazarius. A lot of the times you go in live Arena, you lock Lazarius, he swaps form, he wipes you off. So, like this, it's not guaranteed that you're going to put Enfeeble on him and basically block all of his damage, unfortunately. So let's see what else can we find. This is looking to be a very fast team with that +4 Arbais. So I'm a bit worried to go versus his team. Should we go? I think we shouldn't, but we're still gonna go. I think we shouldn't, but we're still gonna go and give it a try. Yeah, I thought that this was gonna be a bad idea. Okay. Who swapped form there? What happened? Why he counterattacked? I don't think anyone swapped forms. Either way, he counterattacked for some reason. I'm not even sure why, but something did happen in there. So right now, I just don't think I have enough. And oh, I am going before the rest. Awesome stuff. I was going to say, I don't think I'm going to be fast enough. So right now, we have a very good chance at decreasing all of, removing all of these buffs, decreasing the duration, without getting polymorphed. So let's see. Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. But I think right now we're dead. That's it. Okay. I think maybe he doesn't have gear on that Siegfried or something. They had block debuff, so the Enfeeble is not going to land, of course. But I feel like this is definitely a solid one, though. I actually liked seeing that. It was very, very nice to see it in action. Very nice. Okay, that's fine. Bang! That petrification was helpful. So you can get some value out of him, though. I feel like I would have loved it if he would decrease the duration of buffs by 2 turns with every single hit. Maybe it was gonna be a bit too OP, but I feel like that would have been a very good counter to Polymorph and Stone Skin at the same time, you know. And he was gonna get a bit of more value for PvP, but clearly they did not intend him to be the GOAT for PvP, and that's kind of like the result of Marius. Overall, I think he's definitely an S tier champion. I don't think he's gonna be the most OP champion in the game by any means, but I do think he's definitely the best enemy max HP in the game at the moment, next to Newt. If we are talking about AoE and single target, a bit different, pretty hard to kind of like put them in the same boat. But I'm pretty satisfied with Marius, and I'm looking forward to get him on my account. Probably by 2025, I'll get him. That was all for the video, guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Are you a fan of Marius? Are you impressed? How close are you to get him? You're miles away. I do want to know, so please let me know in the comments down below. Big shout out to Maddock again for letting me jump on his account to showcase this for you. Much love, and I'll catch you all in the next video. Peace.